10 communities abandoned by disaster, industry, conflict, or changing fortunes. This countdown moves from number 10 to number 1, with each archive leading into the next. We begin with Bodie, California, the place people left behind. Bodie, BOHD, is a ghost town in the Bodie Hills east of the Sierra Nevada mountain range in Mono County, California, United States. It is about 75 miles, 121 kilometers southeast of Lake Tahoe and 12 miles, 19 kilometers east-southeast of Bridgeport, at an elevation of 8,379 feet, 2,554 meters. Bodie became a boom town in 1876, after the discovery of a profitable vein of gold. By 1879 it had established 2,000 structures with a population of roughly 8,000 people. The town went into decline in the subsequent decades and came to be described as a ghost town by 1915. The abandonment surrounding Bodie, California lead to Pripyat, where another community vanished for a different reason. At number 9, Pripyat, the place people left behind. Pripyat, also known as Pripyat, is an abandoned industrial city in Kiev Oblast, Ukraine, located near the border with Belarus. Named after the nearby river, Pripyat, it was founded on the 4th of February 1970. Residents of Pripyat worked at the nearby Chernobyl nuclear power plant, north of the abandoned city of Chernobyl, after which the power plant was named. Pripyat was officially proclaimed a city in 1979 and had grown to a population of 49,360 before it was evacuated on the 27th of April 1986, one day after the Chernobyl nuclear disaster. The entire population of Pripyat was moved to the purpose-built city of Slavutik. The abandonment surrounding Pripyat lead to Hashima Island, where another community vanished for a different reason. At number 8, Hashima Island, the place people left behind. Hashima Island, or simply Hashima, as Shima is a Japanese suffix for island, commonly called Gunkanjima, meaning battleship island, is an abandoned island about 15 kilometers, 8 nautical miles, from the center of Nagasaki, Japan. It is one of 505 uninhabited islands in Nagasaki Prefecture. The island's most notable features are its abandoned concrete buildings, undisturbed except by nature, and the surrounding seawall. While the island is a symbol of the rapid industrialization of Japan, it is also a reminder of Japanese war crimes as a site of forced labor prior to and during World War II. The abandonment surrounding Hashima Island lead to Centralia, Pennsylvania, where another community vanished for a different reason. At number 7, Centralia, Pennsylvania, the place people left behind. Centralia, is a borough and near ghost town in Columbia County, Pennsylvania, United States, part of northeastern Pennsylvania. Its population declined from 1,000 in 1980 to 5 residents in 2020 because of a coal mine fire burning beneath the borough since 1962. Centralia, part of the Bloomsburg-Berwick metropolitan area, is the least populated municipality in Pennsylvania. It is completely surrounded by Conyngham Township. All real estate in the borough was claimed under eminent domain in 1992 and condemned by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Centralia's zip code was discontinued by the Postal Service in 2002. The abandonment surrounding Centralia, Pennsylvania lead to Plymouth, Montserrat, where another community vanished for a different reason. At number 6, Plymouth, Montserrat, the place people left behind. Plymouth is a ghost town and the de jure capital of the island of Montserrat, an overseas territory of the United Kingdom located in the Leeward Island chain of the Lesser Antilles, West Indies. It is the only ghost town that is the capital of a political territory. Constructed during the Georgian era on historical lava deposits near the then long inactive Soufriere Hills volcano, the town was evacuated in 1995 when the volcano resumed erupting. Plymouth was eventually abandoned permanently in 1997, after it was substantially buried by a series of pyroclastic flows and lahars. For centuries, it had been the only port of entry to the island. The abandonment surrounding Plymouth, Montserrat lead to Agdam, where another community vanished for a different reason. At number 5, Agdam, the place people left behind. Agdam, Azerbaijani, Agdam, is a town and the nominal capital of the Agdam district of Azerbaijan. Founded in the 18th century, it was granted city status in 1828 and grew considerably during the Soviet period. Agdam lies 26 kilometers 16 miles from Kankendi at the eastern foot of the Karabakh Range, on the outskirts of the Karabakh Plain. Before the First Nagorno-Karabakh War, butter, wine and brandy, machine, and silk factories, and an airport and 2 railway stations functioned there. By 1989, Agdam had 28,031 inhabitants. As Azerbaijani forces withdrew from Karabakh following political turmoil in the country during the war, Armenian forces captured Agdam in July 1993. The abandonment surrounding Agdam led to Belchite, where another community vanished for a different reason. At number 4, Belchite, the place people left behind. Belchite is a municipality and town in the province of Zaragoza, Spain, about 40 kilometers southeast of Zaragoza. It is the capital of Campo de Belchite Comarca, administrative region, and is located in a plain surrounded by low hills, the highest of which is Lobo. In 1122, Alfonso the Battler founded the Confraternity of Belchite to defend the frontier between the Christian kingdoms and Al-Andalus. On the 15th of June 1809, during the Peninsular War, French and Spanish forces fought in the Battle of Maria near the town. Between the 24th of August and the 7th of September 1937, during the Spanish Civil War, loyalist Spanish Republican forces fought Francisco Franco's rebel forces in the Battle of Belchite in and around the town. The abandonment surrounding Belchite led to Pyramiden, where another community vanished for a different reason. At number 3, Pyramiden, the place people left behind. Pyramiden, Norwegian, PRMDN, Russian, Romanized, Pyramida, IPA, Pyramida, literally, the pyramid, is an abandoned Soviet coal mining settlement on the Norwegian archipelago of Svalbard which has become a tourist destination. Founded by Sweden in 1910 and sold to the Soviet Union in 1927, Pyramiden was closed in 1998 and has since remained largely abandoned with most of its infrastructure and buildings still in place, the cold climate preserving much of the infrastructure left behind. Since 2007, there have been efforts to make it a tourist attraction. The town's hotel was renovated and reopened in 2013. In the summer, there is a population of 6 caretakers. The abandonment surrounding Pyramiden led to Rhyolite, Nevada, where another community vanished for a different reason. At number 2, Rhyolite, Nevada, the place people left behind. Rhyolite is a ghost town in Nye County, Nevada, United States. It is in the Bullfrog Hills, about 120 miles, 190 kilometers, northwest of Las Vegas, near the eastern boundary of Death Valley National Park. The town began in early 1905 as one of several mining camps that sprang up after a prospecting discovery in the surrounding hills. During an ensuing gold rush, thousands of gold seekers, developers, miners, and service providers flocked to the Bullfrog mining district. Many settled in Rhyolite, which lay in a sheltered desert basin near the region's biggest producer, the Montgomery-Shoshone mine. The abandonment surrounding Rhyolite, Nevada led to Kennecott, Alaska, where another community vanished for a different reason. At number 1, Kennecott, Alaska, the place people left behind. Kennecott, also known as Kennecott and Kennecott Mines, is an abandoned mining camp in the Copper River Census area in the U.S. state of Alaska that was the center of activity for several copper mines. It is located beside the Kennecott Glacier, northeast of Valdez, inside Wrangell St. The camp and mines are now a National Historic Landmark District administered by the National Park Service. It was declared a National Historic Landmark in 1986. Its importance comes from the surviving evidence and from how later investigators reconstructed what happened. That was Top 10 Ghost Towns People Left Behind. Every story in this countdown began as a shorter archive, but the connections only appear when the files are placed together. Subscribe for the next collection.